In a world that's always rushing and pushing for control, it's like we're all trying to hold the reins tightly on a wild horse. Everywhere you look, there's a need to control. Just think of your workplace. Isn't there an app or a camera making sure everyone's doing their job? And with governments watching through cameras and even thinking about rating us with social credits, it feels a bit much, doesn't it? But here's a twist. This whole idea of a social credit system comes from China, the same place that gave us Taoism. Now, if you're scratching your head wondering what Taoism is, it's a philosophy all about letting things be, like leaves floating down a river. Some might say, well, isn't letting go a sign of giving up? Not according to Taoism. They believe that if we truly get how the universe ticks, we'd see that life is a bit like a dance. And sometimes it's smarter to move with the rhythm than to fight it. Take the words of Lao Tzu, a wise man from ages ago who wrote the Tao Te Ching, the heart of Taoism. He thought that leading people was a bit like cooking a small fish. If you poke it too much, you'll mess it up. It's like when you're trying to grow a plant. You can't pull it to make it grow faster, right? You just let it do its thing. So, as we dive into this chat about Taoism, let's explore how letting go might just be the secret sauce to a better life. Starting with the art of non-reaction. There's this idea I've come across, which some call Wu Wei, that's all about effortless action or being in the zone. Think of it as understanding when to act and when to simply observe, a delicate dance between intervention and patience. Often, there's a pressing urge to assert dominance over every aspect of existence. Training the new pet, guiding children's decisions, leveling up in a video game, or even envisioning the trajectory of one's own life. In these moments, the hands of control grip tight, seeking to steer the narrative. Yet, while control is a cornerstone of progress and civilization, its overemphasis can blur the underlying essence of many experiences. Nature, in its innate wisdom, thrives in rhythms and cycles, teaching lessons of patience and surrender. Consider the simple act of growing a tree. One plants the seed, waters it, ensures it gets sunlight. But beyond these actions, the real growth happens in the quiet moments of waiting. It's in the magic of nature taking its course. Constantly uprooting the sapling to check its roots doesn't aid its growth. Rather, it disrupts the very process of life. Drawing a parallel to human relationships, attraction serves as an illustrative example. The initial stages are about making oneself present, setting the stage for possibilities. From that point, attraction operates on its intrinsic magnetism. Pushing, forcing, or overly orchestrating emotions can extinguish the very spark one wishes to kindle. Genuine emotions, like other organic processes, require space to evolve, unfurl, and sometimes to surprise in their depth and intensity. The adage, "Absence makes the heart grow fonder," holds pearls of wisdom. Relationships, in their intricate dance of emotions, often benefit from the grace of time. After discord or disagreement, sometimes silence and distance serve as the best mediators. Anger, like a passing storm, dissipates. Trust, once broken, might find its way back, not through forceful measures, but through the nurturing environment of patience and understanding. Furthermore, the vast tapestry of life is replete with instances where letting go becomes the bridge to deeper connections. Consider the vast oceans. They don't rush, yet they accomplish the monumental task of shaping continents. Rivers don't push, yet they carve valleys. In the same vein, embracing the pause allows for life's wonders to manifest. Life presents a balance, a dance of sorts, where knowing when to lead and when to follow makes all the difference. Mastery lies not just in action, but also in recognizing moments of inaction, letting the universe weave its stories, and appreciating the beauty of surrender. The key is finding harmony in this dance, understanding that sometimes the deepest impacts arise not from exertion, but from the wisdom of pause and patience. Embracing change plays a crucial role. The rhythm of life is an eternal dance of contrasts. The ebb and flow, the day and night, the pull of yin and yang. This perpetual dance spins stories of growth, evolution, and the myriad shades between opposites. Life, in its essence, moves like the waves of a vast ocean, forever flowing, forever changing. To live fully is to surf these waves with grace, understanding that change isn't just inevitable, it's essential. Yet, how often is it seen that individuals anchor themselves too deeply to a singular spot? Imagine life as a river, ever flowing, ever meandering. Some cling to a boulder or a branch, rooted in fear, desperate to control their stance in the river of existence, hesitant to trust the journey. They become bystanders, watching life's many marvels pass by, losing out on experiences, growth, and yes, even joy. Reflecting upon the words of Lao Tzu from the Tao Te Ching. Those alive are supple and soft. The departed, hard and unyielding. Living plants are flexible. In death, they're brittle and dry. There are also some who choose to swim upstream, exerting their energy in defiance of the river's natural course. Perhaps they see merit in resistance in challenging the flow. Yet, in constantly pushing against life's natural current, wariness sets in, diminishing the vibrancy of existence. This resistance, this inability to accept the essence of things as they are, often leads individuals into a tussle with their own nature. Society, with its molds and expectations, sometimes drives this struggle. But true harmony arises when one aligns with their innate rhythm, leveraging their strengths instead of lamenting their perceived flaws. In pondering over usefulness and its counterpart, the Taoist philosopher Xuanzi beautifully illustrated that utility is often situational. Like the tale of a merchant trying to sell shirts to a tattooed tribe, who wore their art with pride shirtless. To them, shirts held no purpose. Yet, to another, a shirt is indispensable. Utility shifts with circumstances. A car may be a lifeline in expansive countrysides, but a burden in the bustling lanes of New York City. Embracing such shifts, shedding what no longer serves and adopting what aids, is the essence of thriving amidst change. By befriending change, by understanding its dance, and by aligning oneself with its rhythm, we position ourselves not as passive observers, but as active participants in the grand tapestry of existence. Change, then, isn't the foe but a faithful companion guiding us through life's many chapters. The power of remaining present. The wisdom of the Taoists mirrors that of the Stoics in a fascinating observation. Entanglement with future outcomes often ensnares us in webs of anxiety and restlessness. To dwell excessively on the horizons of the future means to rob ourselves of the rich tapestry of the present. It's akin to standing at the shores of a vast sea, so focused on the distant horizon that we fail to feel the water caressing our feet. Xuanzi, with his profound insights, elucidates this further. He sketches a scenario of an archer whose performance deteriorates as the value of his prize amplifies. It's not the tangible reward that wavers his hand, but the weight of expectation he places upon it. Consider a pianist playing at a local community hall, passionately lost in the melodies, making every note resonate with the audience. Now, place this same pianist in a grand concert hall with talent scouts and a potential record deal on the line. Suddenly, those previously effortless notes are missed, the flow interrupted. The skill remains the same, but the allure of a career-making opportunity has overshadowed the simple joy of playing. Xuanzi's insight is poignant. When external rewards become the focal point, they can eclipse our genuine talents and passions. This doesn't insinuate that aspirations or desires for external accomplishments denote ignorance. Rather, it brings to light the peril of allowing the future, with its uncertainty and hopes to overshadow the present, where actual living transpires. This wisdom can be palpably felt in what is often termed the flow state, those magical moments where artists lose themselves in their art. Athletes become one with the game, and dancers feel as though the universe itself is orchestrating their movements. Within this state, the future becomes an abstract concept, distant and inconsequential, as the dance of the moment takes over. And finally, letting go of excess. In modern society, there's an endless race to the summit. Not necessarily because the view is better, but because society champions the climbers and frowns upon those who stroll. Yet, it's often forgotten that the highest peaks face the harshest storms. When you're at the zenith, maintaining that position becomes an energy-consuming ordeal. It's a constant battle with contenders ready to claim the crown. On the other hand, life near the base might be quieter, less fraught with challenges and competitions. Then again, if we solely fixate on the bottom, we risk becoming hermits, obsessing over what we lack. This too is an attachment to scarcity. Imagine the simplicity of nature. A bird in the vast forest settles on just one branch. A deer by the river quenches its thirst with just enough water. It doesn't yearn for the entire stream. This brings forth the question: how much do we genuinely require to feel content? Centuries ago, Epicurus noted that the essentials of life are simple and straightforward, and a moderate life can unlock true contentment. By embracing moderation, we align with nature's rhythm. A profound teaching from Lao Tzu reminds us: embracing moderation paves the way to harmony. By letting go of the relentless chase, we create room for nature to breathe and blossom. Trusting the cosmic dance and acknowledging its mutable nature can help us remain adaptive and resilient. By shedding excess baggage, navigating life's journey becomes less taxing and more harmonious. In essence, the path to a harmonious life lies in understanding the balance between ambition and contentment, between striving and letting go. Like a river that knows when to rush and when to meander, we too can find our rhythm. By embracing simplicity, shedding excess, and valuing the present, we can align with the universe's gentle ebb and flow. Thank you for joining this journey of reflection with me. Remember, I cherish each one of you. If this message resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and share so that we can spread this wisdom together. Stay blessed.